Keyba Sparks.
Yes.
Welcome to the Dbenchmarktv.
Oh man, thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah,
Want to make a mark, no?
Our pleasure.
Absolutely.
So we've been hearing good things, so tell us about the progress, you know what I mean?
Well, Keyba Sparks is a young upcoming artist who is passionate about music. It's definitely something that I've always wanted to do. But really and truly, I did what most persons did. Went to school, got an education, and got a good job in working in banking and finance and so on. But then the passion for music kept pulling at me. So of January of this year, I decided that, guess what? Now is the time, it's now or never. I'm going to get it done. So I started working with some various producers, and we're going to put some work out there for the people to see. I think I have a good voice. I think I have something that the people want to hear. Keyba Sparks. I'm going to put it to them.
I love the fact that you got a firm educational background.
Yes, I did.
How important is that as an artist?
Well, definitely for me, I think that it really sets you apart from the regular person who think that they can just do it without having any background, because it helps you to understand, and it's good for you to analyze. It's good for you when you're creating your music. How is it that you structure? Because you can use, just like when you're doing English and literature, and they're saying to you that, guess what, you must do a persuasive or a descriptive. It's the same way with music. You describe it so the person can be in that moment. They can feel like they're there. They're seeing what you're saying exactly. So it really comes back to education is always important.
What makes you a star?
Well, you see, Keyba Sparks, oh my God, as the name suggests, it's all sparks, it's all fire. And from high school days, persons have seen it in me, and now I think that it's time for the world to see that Keyba Sparks, it's not only talk, but we have fire, we have passion. When we're on stage, you feel it. When we're in the studio, you're feeling it. And the lyrics, you're feeling it as well. So it's all about good music.
How did you get started in music?
Well, how I got started, really, as I said before, I've always wanted to do it. I wrote songs, but when I was like in high school, I was writing, but I didn't record anything, school work, book, and I became head girl and went to university and all of that. But then recently, somebody said, that I was singing a song, and somebody said to me, girl, what you doing? Why you not in studio? What what happened? Because somebody even asked me the other day when they heard one of my songs. They said, you sound like somebody with bust already, but them a hold you down. And you know what that said to me? It said to me that I have something that persons want to hear. I have a sound. That sound, the spark sound. Oh my God.
Who gave you that name?
Oh, well, the name really derived from my name. Keyba comes from Keyba, which is my middle name, which means greatness. And then the Sparks is my mother's maiden name, which is fire, with the energy that she always has said, come with the fire, the lioness of the fire. So right now, it's greatness about to ignite on dancehall, reggae, music industry. We're going to take it local and international with work. Definitely.
Benchmark, man, Keyba Sparks on it.
Oh my God.
No, don't skid around here.
Oh man.
Talking about don't skid. How important is it for an artist to be able to communicate?
Well, communication is always important, and I tell you why. Because you must be able to discuss with a person what is it that you want, because communication is for you to have one party here and the other party here understanding each other. And that's why you find that a lot of persons, they are on different pages when it comes to communication, because I say X and you say Y, but I thought you meant Y. You understand? So it's really about getting the message across where the person can understand what you're saying, and also measuring expectation as well. So I know that, hey, tomorrow at 5 I'll do this, but then I give you a time frame that will allow me space to get it done. So I will under promise and over deliver. So that's where communication really rests on that delivery as well.
Speak to me about management. Do you think you need a manager, or you think you can self-manage?
Well, I think that with management comes financial backative, and all artists do need financial backative. But I tell you what, I think that product can speak for itself, and right now we're putting out good music. And as such, people will see the work, they will see what we have, and they will want to come on board. But in the interim though, we'll be pushing the work. We're pushing the work out to the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about your early influences.
Well, early influences for me, it's really been from back in the days, Shabarangs. We are talking about so many artists. I love Bob Marley, Garnet Silk. There's a Garnet Silk song I always sing. And then my parents, my dad, he has his own little sound system on the veranda, you know. So him always play the oldies but goodies. Even my daughter now, she loves the oldies. She sing every oldies song. So really from there, we got to embrace real music, good music. Because even now, people are saying, where is 90s dancehall? Because they want back that authentic sound. And that's why I was so happy that I was able to work with a then producer who was working with Penthouse, Shocking Vibes, and he also worked with Beanie Man, Lady Saw, Verity. It's called Gary Jackson. He died the other day, and for me, I felt like a part of me died with him because he was teaching me so much, and he was teaching me the education behind music, not just to go in the studio and sing, but to understand music like how the international artist does it. So you understand how to read music, you know, to read the note, you know how to do it like the musician. You can play, you can go in and say, my song is a E minor, my song is a major, something. You understand? You know what is it that you bring to the table. You know the music behind the music.
5 years from now, where see yourself?
Well, definitely 5 years from now, Keyba Sparks want to have made a name for herself in music, in the local space, in the international space. And right now, before we used to give ourselves a long time frame to get international, but as earlier I heard an interview where they said that artists came on board and she's now making waves in just over a year. So internationally, so it can be done with the right structure, with the right people, because you can't do it by yourself. No man is an island. So with the right force, the right people, the right set of stuff in place, we can definitely get to a place where we get good international recognition, make infectious music that people can appreciate, that can inspire people as well.
I think it's the right time. I think at this time, many more females are rising to prominence.
Yes,
so I think there's definitely a space for you.
Yes.
So it now boils down to work ethic.
It's true.
Speaking of work ethic, how do you balance motherhood, a career outside of music, as well as pursue your musical career?
All right, it's all about time management. You know, in school they used to tell you to use the word SMART. So you set measurable goals for yourself, you give yourself a time frame, and you also you set it up in a way so that you ensure that you get things done. So you give yourself, say for instance, you have things that are more a priority than the others, then you do it them first. So you don't find yourself with a backlog, you don't find yourself flustered because you have so many things to get done in a specific period of time. So as long as you manage your time well, as you mentioned, you manage it in a way that you get things done when they need to get done, basically.
Okay. Do you think other females within the industry, or the females in the industry on a whole, are somewhat divisive?
Well, I have not been really integrated as on a level in the industry, so I don't not necessarily know what's going on. But from the outside looking in, even as a spectator, and what you read on social media, what you see in the space, the media, TV, radio, you hear, you don't see that real camaraderie, people coming together, uniting to get things done. But you have persons out there who are really pushing to do that. So I guess, as I was saying earlier, it's just to get the ego out of it, be humble, be appreciative of who did it before you, and those who if you're here now and you're doing it, still give strength to those who are up and coming. So that will create a certain level of unity in the industry for the females.
Social media information.
Well, Keyba Sparks, so Keyba on Instagram, it's Keyba Sparks 6262. So it's Keyba is spelled Keyba, and the Sparks is spelled Sparkes, and 6262. Can't miss it. Don't leave out the E in the Sparks, you know. It's there.
Tell us in one sentence, why should we follow your music?
Well, Keyba Sparks is coming in with a difference. You'll find that I do music that you don't find typical females doing. So I sing some real music. And when me do female related songs, don't get it twisted, we get it done. Like me say, I could have do some gal. Some gal I said them hot and we know say them not. I walk on the road and I hype on a chat. I beg boy things and I scrape gal pot. Me a real hot gal say me nah do that. Hey, classy yes I am a lady. Me a real hot gal, long time wifey. Well some gal I met. Do they check me up on him timeline? Loving him, driving him crazy. Obvious me a him lifeline, wash and cook clean. Me not lazy. Keyba Sparks. Oh my God.
Keyba Sparks.
I'm leveling up, man. I will not beg them no handout, you know.
Well bad, well bad,
Yeah,
well
man.
bad.
Well,
You
make
deserve
it
to
get
be
it
on the
done.
benchmark.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
One more question. How would you describe your sound?
Well, for me, I think I have a strong voice. I think I have a very strong voice. It's like an authentic sound. It's not faded. You don't need to use auto tunes on my voice. You get that power. So when I'm saying what I'm saying, you're getting what I'm saying. You feel it in your bones. You feel it in air. You feel it, and I think that's what makes a difference for me. Even when I'm on stage performing, I'm not afraid of the stage. And even in university, I was never afraid to present. And as such, what I'm saying plus how I present it, people will gravitate to it. Definitely. Jungle.